Okay, hi everybody, it is me, Bonkai922. Just saw Penny Trouble. Penny Dreadful season finale. Oh my god! Season 2, episode 10. Now, from what I saw, we did get one plot line sort of completed. Now, the thing about this episode that I'm noticing, okay, Rick, yo, my man Rick, you better sit down, because this is a trip, yo, no, I'm not going to say that. I'm going to say, well, what can I say about this episode? This episode was insane. I'm not going to say Game of Thrones crazy. I personally think this was better than the Game of Thrones finale. Now, because, hey, you still got some controversial shit. And guess what? Did they kill any of the main characters? No! But hey, it's just me. But basically, we had the beginning part. This was basically, they got the Vanessa plotline done first. And then they got into the other ones. So, what's going on with Malcolm and Dr. Frankenstein here is they're being mind-fucked, pretty much. Dr. Frankenstein is getting intruded by his first creature. The second creature, remember the one he created, and then the original creature came and killed him? And Lily. And basically, that on Dr. Frankenstein, and then he got Malcolm with his 2 children and his wife. And pretty much both illusions for both people, Dr. Frankenstein and Malcolm, their illusions are basically asking them to just give up. Give up, join us. Essentially killing themselves. And these were illusions, so that nothing really was going to happen here. I mean, Malcolm had an actual gun, but Dr. Frankenstein supposedly was given a vial of, like, poison or something. But we never see the vial. He was never given a vial. That was just hocus pocus. So we have that. As we know, Ethan turned into a werewolf and he killed Sabine. So, this confrontation between Vanessa and What's-Her-Face eventually leads into the doll, Vanessa's doll talking. Now, from what I understand, this is Lucifer. This is what I'm understanding from. The doll, the doll that looks like Vanessa, Lucifer is talking through that doll. And basically, they're trying to get her to give up her soul. And you see, it's not one of those things where he can just take her soul. No. She has to willingly, of her own volition, give up her soul. So, he shows her like a scene. This was fucked up. He shows her a scene with her and Ethan. And they're married, and they have kids. I'm like, yo, that's so fucked up. And he basically tells her that's kindness. Get the fuck out of here. Eventually what happens is she's about to kiss the doll, essentially Lucifer. And she stops. And she says, I know who I am and everything. And then she starts talking Diablo language, and she just wrecks the fuck out of that room they're in. Room starts shaking and shit, and then eventually what happens is, while she's speaking this language, and then that stupid way it's like, she's covering her ears because it's so intense, the battle between them, and she overpowers him, takes her hand, places on the doll, and literally crushes the fellow's head. And out of the hole, these scorpions come out. And I'm like, yo, the irony of that. So that happens. That was crazy. That was like, yo. And you could see after that happens, Madam, whatever her name was, Eveline, she got really old, wrinkly, and uncute. Because the other witch, who was talking to Ethan, she had closed that door. She's at the door, and she opens it. And Ethan comes out, and she's like, she got that. Ah! Then, boom! Ethan, as a werewolf, slashes her throat. Literally cuts her head off. And then there's a scene when Vanessa is looking at Ethan, and she touches his face, and he walks away. Now, this relationship between Ethan and Vanessa, what I find very interesting about it is that towards Ethan, he believes she has hope, while he has nothing. I mean, it's logical, because even though, okay, she has Diablo language, she can talk Satan language, the devil language, the devil's language. That's pretty, you know, puts her in a dark place. But Ethan, literally, he's fucked. What can you say? He's a werewolf. I mean, he's not going to have a good life. Being a werewolf is not having a good life. You are constantly having to shackle yourself every time there's a full moon out. And you're literally a beast. Now, they had that scenario. The last parts of this episode, besides that, we had, you know, Malcolm finds out that Sabling died. And they're asking, oh, where's Ethan? He says she's safe, Vanessa tells him. And they kill like a few other witches, and then they go on their way. We also find out the other witch, like I told you, she came back, she took the thing, she burned the castle, and she walked away. When it was talking to Ethan. Other thing, guess what? The episode's not over yet. Other things that happen in this episode. We have the Dorian Gray and Lily plotline. And then you have what happened with the creature. What happened with the creature? Good on ya, creature. Good on ya. So, Dr. Frankenstein, he goes to see Dorian and Lily, and he's like, come home with me and everything. And he's like, I am home. And he shoots Lily. And then shoots Dorian. And he's like, he's shocked beyond belief. Because Dorian, obviously, he can't die. And neither can Lily. And then she basically tells him, you know, go home. And he says, we won't kill you now. You're still useful to us. We are the immortals. I'm like, yo! Yo, the immortals. This story? This idea? It's going to go somewhere. Big time. Big time. So, that being said, you know, he's scared shitless and he just walks away. Dr. Frankenstein, he goes home and he injects himself. I don't know what the fuck he injected himself with. He injects himself with something. I think he poisoned himself, personally, but I have no idea. No fucking clue. So at that plot line, that stops right there. The creature? Yo. Creature? I thought he was fucked. I thought he was, because he was that couple captured him and would treat him. You know, they basically won him over, saying, "Oh, if you learn to play ball, you'll get part of the profit of what we're doing here." You know what he does? Gets really close to the cage, bashed the cage open. He just breaks off the cage and opened the door. Breaks the mother's neck, and the guy gave him the job, smashed his head against the wall. Then the stupid blind bitch that brought him in that cage, comes in and says, "Mother, father," and it says, and she called him like a disgusting whatever. She said something really horrible about the creature. And then, you know what he does? He walks away, and then she finds out, she's like, "Ah!" Gotta say that? Karma, bitch! Karma. It's a bitch. And that's what you get. You throw him in the cage, so he killed your parents. Right. So, there's another scene with the creature with, Vanessa, which is kind of interesting. This is after everything else happens. Basically, when everything else happens is this. Go back to the house. Vanessa sees Ethan. And she knows what he is. And he's like saying that, you know, she says that she's in the darkness. And he's like, he can't go anywhere, basically tells her that. And what does Ethan do? He leaves a letter for her. And is standing right outside the police station. I'm like, yo, Ethan! Oh. Okay, that's right. Yo, Ethan, no! 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 Yeah, he's basically stay outside the police station. He goes and finds the investigator and confesses. Now I'm thinking, oh shit, they're gonna kill him. He killed 2 people. Oh, the investigator basically gives him this piece of paper, and he says, "You're going home." So instead of getting hanged, he's gonna go home. Now the other thing that happens with the creature and Vanessa. They have a conversation, and this leads to an interesting line from Vanessa about the creature, saying that you're the most human man I have ever known. That, to me, that speaks so much volumes. Telling the Dr. Frankenstein creature, you are the most humanist, you're the most human man I have ever known. So basically, end story, what happens? The creature basically goes what I think is, it's kind of funny because you got 3 different characters on 3 different ships headed in 3 different directions, which is kind of interesting. The creature's on his way, I guess, to Antarctica or North Pole or South Pole or wherever. It's very barren land he's going. Malcolm. I think Malcolm's going back to freaking Africa. And he's sending Sabine to somewhere on those lines. And then you got Ethan in a cage, almost shaved head. He's on his way back to America. And the investigator's there. He's in a cage. Because obviously, there's... And the last line that is stated, walk alone. That Vanessa will walk alone, that Ethan will walk alone, they'll all walk alone. This is some heavy shit, because let's be perfectly honest here. 2 things. Number 1, that witch is still alive. Okay, so you know she's going to do a few things. She's got things on her mind. One being Ethan. She might go after him. There's a high possibility she'll go to America and she'll get him and have her go with her as an ally. And number 2, Lucifer's not dead. He's still around. He can still go after Vanessa, which puts her in danger. And number 3, what's the story with Lily and fucking Dorian? That storyline's gonna go somewhere. I can definitely see it. But as far as this season's concerned, this episode's concerned, this gets a 5 out of 5. Overall, top notch, unbelievable. This was a great season of Penny Dreadful. From top to bottom, this season was unbelievable. And I can only imagine next season what the hell they're gonna do. Now, this has been hush-hush, but I'm trying to plan a trip to Cali. Yes. I'm going to try to go to California this year. You the Anime Rick? I'm going there. It's Anime Expo. And I'm thinking, like, this Anime Expo starts in the beginning of July. This ends the season of Penny Dreadful sometime now in July. Me and Rick do a collab review. It's just food for thought. But overall, this was a great series, great season. This is a great series. Get your shit on Penny Dreadful. It's just amazing. I definitely feel like this season was better than last season. Definitely. By leaps and bounds. And I can only imagine what next season's going to bring. Because, like, what can you say? What can you say? Vanessa's by herself. Everyone's by themselves. They're all separated. Lyle, I don't know what's going on with him. He's basically telling Dr. Frankenstein. There was a line there where he was a friend to talk to. But this is just insane. They're all separated. They're all alone. They're by themselves. What can you say to that shit? Perfectly honest, I can't say anything. It's fucking insane. I'm Bonka922. I'll see you guys later. Now that Penny Dreadful's over, I'm going to start reviewing True Detective. I might do like a first impressions tomorrow night. Later tonight. And look forward to that. And I'll start reviewing it on Sunday. So yeah, I'm Bonka922. I'll see you guys later. Penny Dreadful's over. Oh shit, Ethan, why you gonna do that? Man, how could you do it with Vanessa, man? Really? I know you're a werewolf, but can't you just do... what are you gonna say? I'll see you guys later.